Here in the United States, the first primetime Republican presidential debate kicks off shortly. Only 10 of the 17 candidates will be on the stage, as per the rules set up by the organisers. They are the 10 ranked highest in the opinion polls, and likely to grab much of the attention is real estate mogul and TV star Donald Trump. Here's our RepublicanWNA.
A whopping 17 candidates have entered the race. 10 of them will be slugging it out in a televised debate here in Cleveland, Ohio. This is the man with a double-digit lead in the polls, Donald Trump. The billionaire businessman doesn't shy away from controversy. He launched his campaign saying Mexico was bringing rapists to the US. But this isn't reality TV like The Apprentice. How will he perform alongside his rivals?
I like that he's honest, tells it like it is. As far as being a candidate, I'm a little bit mixed.
I think it's a joke. I don't really have an opinion on him. You know, the only opinion I have from him is like him on The Apprentice, and he's almost just like a pop culture icon. He's not a politician.
You know, he's able to do a lot of things that some of the other guys aren't able to, and he'll be interesting to watch.
With politics in his blood, there's a lot of expectation around former governor of Florida, Jeb Bush. He's been criticised for stumbling in recent appearances. Can he pick things up?
I know nothing about him except for the fact that he's a Bush.
Governor Bush was a great governor down in Florida. Put in a lot of reforms, but, you know, just like Hillary and Biden and some of these other names, he's a name from the past, and I think the country needs somebody new.
And with a crowded stage of present and former governors, senators and a neurosurgeon, can anyone else steal Trump's limelight? The debate here in Cleveland promises to be compelling viewing and, more importantly, provides voters here in the swing state of Ohio and across America with the first chance to see which of the candidates look and sound the most presidential. The race for the White House doesn't officially kick off until primary season next year, but the candidates, or should that be characters, are already making an impression. RepublicanWNA, BBC News in Cleveland.
We can go live now to Regina, who's standing by at the debate site. Regina, tell us, how are the 9 candidates not named Donald Trump hoping to burst that Trump bubble tonight?
Well, that's a very good question, Laura. If you look at the summer when you had candidates like Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz and Scott Walker preparing and working up to this day, and then along came a man called Donald Trump who effectively threw things into flux. And now it really is anyone's guess how they will respond. And a lot of it depends on how Donald Trump, when he takes centre stage at this debate, decides to steer some of those discussions. In an interview recently, Laura, he said he would prefer no conflict, but he said, if they hit me, I'll hit them harder. Now, some of the people who might be dealing some of those killer blows will be the candidates who polled lowest out of the 10. So we're talking about people like Chris Christie and John Kasich and Rand Paul, and they might feel that they have less to lose, so they may be able to go bigger on the attack. But as I say, I think the key thing is, with the Trump factor in this debate, everyone's going to be watching because no one really knows what exactly is going to happen.
Indeed not. Now, what is at stake for Jeb Bush, very much the establishment Republican candidate to date, if he fails to sparkle?
Well, I think what's interesting is he's had a difficult couple of weeks, Laura. He's been criticised for making what many described as careless comments. For example, at a policy forum recently, he said that he wasn't sure that we needed to spend $1 billion for women's health issues when he was asked a question about Planned Parenthood. Now, he said he misspoke in that context, but people say that that might mean he's not ready for today's media machine. What is also interesting, Laura, is in that report there, when we spoke to some people, one woman that we talked to said she didn't know much more, apart from that he had the name Bush. And in many ways, some of these legacy candidates that are attached to political dynasties really need to define what they stand for beyond the name that they're associated with.
RepublicanWNA in Cleveland, thank you.